Can we start by dispelling any suggestion that you put it into the wall at Silverstone to make the film more interesting?
Yeah, if I had to do that, believe me, I wouldn't have had the guts to do it.
So, I mean, just take us through those moments sitting in the car, no radio working, and you're just trying to work out what's going on.
I don't remember much. I remember I remember thinking beforehand this is going to hurt, and then I hit the wall and it really did hurt, and then I must have passed out, and then I remember the marshals coming round, and then it all got a bit surreal because I'm sort of thinking, well, okay, I could probably get out, but then all the marshals are in a flap, and no, and quite rightly, we've got to cut you out of the car. And then you spend the next 25 minutes, just lying there, and you feel like such a fraud as well. And then, they're cutting the race suit off and all the rest of it. It was a bit odd.
But kind of as team boss, you go, no, don't cut the car.
I was more cut my race suit. I was really annoyed about that. I'm sure they could have got it off without cutting it. But their brand new race suit, like first race, a 3,000 quid race suit or something, and then they just get these bloody great shears and right the way off.
And to move forward a bit in time, this was your fourth time at Le Mans, I think, was it?
This year's fourth time at Le Mans for me, yeah.
So how was it to win after that? Not that I'm giving spoilers to the film because it's all out there. Yeah. But how was it to win?
It was beyond anything I thought it would be. It was different to how I thought it would be, more stressful than how I thought it would be. And I guess the stress plays to the drama a little bit, because if we'd have been 2 laps in the lead with 5 hours to go, I don't think it would have been quite so interesting. But to be so close, to be a second ahead with whatever we were, an hour to go or something. Yeah, it was pretty stressful. And then that release of kind of emotion and tension and everything when Ollie crossed the line and we knew that actually we'd won. And then up on the podium is just like beyond, what I thought it would be. You just see people for as far as you can see, and that's really cool. Really cool.
But that's bigger than your average Formula One crowd by a long shot, and people don't really understand that, do they?
No, and when you think we did most of a Formula One season in the previous 24 hours, really, and you see the F1 guys getting out at the end of a race and it's all huffing and puffing, and you're thinking, that's only 2 stints, you've done nothing. Okay, forces are more, but, it's a different audience. I love Formula One and I love sports cars as well, but I think they're very different people who go and watch sports cars than maybe F1.
And the challenge of trying to bring that onto film is it's a very physical experience, a very noisy and smelly experience. How do you think that translates onto film?
It'd be interesting to see. I mean, I've only seen a rough cut a couple of months ago, so I've not seen the polished version, certainly not in, on the big screen. From what I saw, she did an amazing job. She showed me the movie and I had a meeting to go to and I wasn't in a very good mood and I was in a rush. And I just sat and watched it all. I was like, really, whoa, this is way beyond what I thought it was going to be. And I was late from the meeting and everything else. I'm really happy with it. So, and that was a rough cut 2 months ago. So, I think it'd be really good.
And I know Philippe is out with Audi today, which is why he couldn't be here. But how was it with the Platinum drivers this year? How much did they put into the team?
Philippe's just an awesome guy. I mean, whenever you see him on camera, that's how he is all the time. He's just a really lovely guy. He's always got a smile. Obviously a bloody good driver, really, really quick. Didn't put a foot wrong all year, He was just a nice guy to be around, and on top of that, great driver.
So you've won Le Mans this year. You ended up coming second in the championship. What have you left yourself to do for next year?
Well, you answered your question there, I think. Obviously we go to Le Mans, whether you win or not is, a lot of it isn't down to you, but certainly the championship is. So we're going for that.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys.
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.